Have you ever tried to cut a tree down and you want to use a rope to pull the tree? So you take a ladder and you put it up the tree as high as the ladder can go and try to tie a rope up there and all that. Well, a throw line takes all that away. It's basically a bag that unfolds with a string line in it and weights. Here we go. So I'll unfold it for you. But this is how it works. So you twist it and here's your string line, and you got a weight on one end, you got a weight on the other end, and you can throw this in the tree. But this bag here basically keeps the throw line, all the twigs and all the crap, all this out of the throw line, because anything in here will tangle that up and make you really angry. It's basically a 1 to 2 millimeter diameter throw line. They have a fair bit of strength to them, and you have a throw weight on the end. And what you do is you throw the throw line into the tree and get it to where you want it to go. And then from there, you attach a bigger rope to that and pull it up. That's how us arborists get ropes in the trees to fell them in a residential setting like here, where we can't fell the tree back. It can't really go this way. We've got to go the way we want it to go. So this is going to help us get that control of where the tree goes. But there's several different techniques you can use to throw this. You can do the the one-handed style like this, throw it up there, or you can do the two-handed. This isn't really a video about how to throw the throw line, but you can do a two-handed where you take a loop through the ring, hold each side, and you kind of like a granny toss. But either way, you want the throw line to get the rope in the tree instead of doing the whole ladder thing. This is so much safer, more effective, and it's a lot faster. I'm going to throw this throw line about 3/4 to a little higher, about 3/4 or a bit higher into the tree, so that I have a bit of play for it to cinch the rope up lower, because I'll never get it to tie right at the 3/4 mark. So I'm going to throw a little bit higher than, say, 3/4 of the tree. Throw it in through there and over something substantial. That's the ticket here, is to get this over something substantial and have it drop down on the other side. Then you can get your rope in. One thing to keep in mind when you're throwing a throw ball through the canopy of a tree, or say a conifer like this, the further you throw away from the tree, the more of a chance you can have the ball sort of arc and kind of go through it sideways instead of trying to go up and through this way. It's just going to be more effective going through sideways. So we're going to back up here and throw it from a little bit further away. Now our throw line is through the tree. We threw it up and through, and it's dropped down on the other side. Now we connect our rope to it. Connect the rope to the ring with a carabiner, and we pull back up from the throw line side and pull the rope up and through, and that's how we get the rope in the tree. A lot of people haven't seen that before. That helps tremendously. Now there's no more ladder. You're not climbing up there with a ladder and a rope in your teeth and trying to climb up there and tie a rope on halfway up, which isn't high enough anyway, because you always want the rope to be more than half, 3/4 at least, in the tree from where you're cutting. So now that we've got our rope tied to the end there, we're going to haul it through on the opposite side of the tree. Just pull the throw line back through the tree. And this gets a little tough sometimes, especially if it's caught on something. You're pulling string or whatever. You can wrap it around your hand. You can wear a glove. You can use a stick and wrap it around a stick to pull. We should be okay on this one. Okay, so that one came through fairly smooth. So here we go. Here's our rope. Now, if you come over here, Kev, you look up the rope is up over, it's about 3/4, a little bit higher up there through the tree. Now we have directional control as to which way it's going to go. And the great thing about this is we can test our pull before we make our cut, so we can change our plan if it doesn't work. Biggest thing with tree work is make sure your plan is going to work. Test things, check them before you commit to cutting. As soon as you cut, you've committed. So we always check, double check, triple check. And let me say up front right here, right now, this is in no way a substitute for training of how to cut trees down. This is just me showing a step-by-step of how we do things. Okay, there, now we've got a clean line of pull to pull this tree down. So this rope is on the back side of the trunk. So the trunk is here and the rope is on the behind it. And it goes over to that bag on the ground. The rope's moving. There's two ways of doing this to fix the rope to the tree. We can either tie the other end in the bag to the base of the tree, just above where we're going to cut, or we can take the end of that out and flick the rope around the foliage on this side of the tree, tie it out here, and cinch it up to the tree. We're gonna flick it around, tie it out here, and cinch it to the tree. Now this is the bag side of the rope. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna flick this around these limbs here. Just flick it around. Flick it around. And this is why I said earlier to make sure that you throw higher with your throw line to account for a bit of height loss with this method.
Yep.
So now we've got both legs of the rope to us out here. As clean as it can be without limbs in between. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect our ropes together. Let's use a beaner there. It's important that we cinch this up from further out so that as it grabs, it tightens up from further out of the tree this way instead of coming up and capturing limbs from the bottom. So I'll pull from further out here to limit how many limbs it catches. See, just jumped over that. And that's pretty good. Okay, now we're gonna attach the rope to the loader here, to the loader. And we have this fixed point here. It's bollard is perfect for this. So we just do wraps. This doesn't have to be a loader. Doesn't have to be anything. This can be another tree with a whole system. It can be anything we want here, but this is our anchor point. Now that we've got the rope tied to the tree and we've got it tied to the loader as well, we're gonna test our pull to make sure that we have command on the tree, that it's moving in the direction we want. If you try to pull your rope here and you don't see any movement of the tree, this is your last chance to make any adjustments, to change what you're doing, to increase the pull, to get a better anchor point in the tree or a better anchor point on the ground or a block and tackle or a truck or more people or whatever. This is your chance to do that, is right now. But if you have sufficient pull and you can see the tree moving in the direction you want to go, then that's sufficient. So we're going to try that now. So now that we know that we have enough pull, this is where we can do our notch, fell the tree, do all our regular stuff to get a tree on the ground. But this part right here is usually where the mistakes happen, is you don't check your pull and make sure you're making that tree move. So now we can cut the tree down. As you can see, the tree is laying in the yard where we wanted it to go. I always, like 99% of the time, will use a rope in the tree. We don't like to take any risks, any unnecessary risks by felling and hoping it goes the right way. We hope this saves you from going up the tree with a ladder and trying to put a rope in that way. The throw line, it's really like a $200 thing, and it really saves you a lot. You get that combined with a mid-range 200-foot rigging line, taking yourself out of a lot of risky situations by just investing the couple $100s in that equipment to save you from having any potential accidents. But hope this helps, and thanks for watching. Take care.